Hello everyone, welcome to Andy's free guitar chart videos, special evening edition. And today we're going to be looking at a few charts. And I don't know what that was, probably a cat. Chart 353, modal string shape cutout intervals, bass string cutouts. This is the new chart, this is it. And people, if you've been watching and if you've been following, you certainly will be great at guitar. I don't have the time in my life to be great at guitar. I don't want to go out and play in bars and restaurants or wherever, or with a band. I mean, I've done that. I've done it. We've had basement bands. We used to play a lot in the old days. So we're looking at this chart, and again what it says is modal string shape cutout interval. So where did the string shape cutout interval come from? Let's look at the caged modals, the modal cages, modal chords, chart 352. Okay, so let's zoom in. First, I'm going to be nice today about explaining things to people, because it's so important. Things that maybe I covered a year ago, and they have to be reinforced. So here we have the modal cage pattern build. Okay, so this is the pattern build. This is the string. You can call any one of these 3-note patterns the bottom string, and then build from there. So we can start on 7 root 2. I'll just be playing in the key of C usually, so you'll see 7 root 2 up here, as opposed to like down here, which would be in the key of F, or even in the key of E would be. Okay, so I usually do it in C, so it'd be 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4. And then we can do either 5, 6 with a cutout on the 5 string to another 7 on top, or we could just play along 5, 6, 7 there, and that would be right here, 5, 6, 7. So where and then to the top string again, which would be the next string shape. From 7 root 2, we'd play on to root 2, 3. So let's just look at these modals here. I've taken out the this stuff because that's only 3 chords. That's the 1, the 4, and the 5. The relative modal 1, 4, and 5. The Ionian mode, the 1 is the 1 major, root major. The 4 is the 4 major, and the 5 is the 5 major, which is a dominant, and the 4 is that it's a major. In triads it's a major. In pentatonic it's a major, but when you go to a diatonic it is a Lydian. Okay, and so that's good to know. So I've taken out this stuff, and we want to have all 7, not just 3 of them. It'd be like looking at root here and going 1, 4, 5, but that'd be like leaving out 2, 3, 6, and 7. So now we have all that, and we had a class on this before. But the reason why we're looking at chart 350 here is because we want to see where the patterns, where we cut out of one of the patterns. So see this root here in the key of C. That's my guitar's down C tuned. It's down C tuned. That yellow note right there, where is it? That is C, low C. Okay, F, B flat, E flat, G, and C again. So it's all two notes down. Okay. So the 3-4-5 C string shape, okay, would usually go to 6-7 root in the build we were looking at before, okay, the little chart. But instead we're going to cut out 3-4 and then go to 5-6-7. The subject of, that's where the cutout originated, so we could play open strings there. Like that. We can do that open string thing there. And that's very powerful to be able to do that, because if you want to stay in that cage because you're playing open chords. Oh, the coffee's really good today. They don't have coffee where I work. So, if you want to play open chords, you want to stay in that first cage. So you do the cutout. Now, then I decided, okay, well, I noticed that there's cutouts in the short patterns. Oh, wait a minute, there's cutouts in the short patterns. Let's scroll on down, scrolling. Here's the short patterns. But guess what? Root 2-3 is not a short pattern. Our first short pattern is the D string shape. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit and see where we're looking at D for real over here. Come on over, D. So let's look at that D string shape right there. So we'll use the drawing tool. This is our D string shape right here. Okay. 5, 6, 7. But remember from last lesson, I said A could be either long or short. We're going to make it an easy rule. So it's 5, 6, and then up over here to 7. Okay. So that can be looked at as a cutout from the long pattern to the short pattern to the previous string shape that you were going to go to. And it turns out that is a major third. So this is the subject of today's lesson, is these doing a cutout in a place that is not between the B and this G string, to just do open chords, because where we would do them, you're going to be doing them from the bar. You're going to need to access below. So here's your D, 2, 3, 4. Okay, long pattern will go 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3. We could put a capo there and play that long pattern, D. Here's C-shaped D. Okay. Now I didn't take the cutout there. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to go into a G string shape, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4. See, I kind of cheated there. I didn't use the +2 and the -3 from the bass and la-di-da. I just went from that 4, 5, knowing that 6 is going to be built. If we're starting on the 6th, it's going to be built a G string shape. So this is all you have to really know. And the relationship, so the 4, 5, 6, the 7 is going to be over 1 like that in the P4 tuning before you would get to anything else, such as the tuning third, in which case you have to move it over to the right 1 more. So let's say we're looking at root 2, 3 on the top, 5, 6, 7, and 2, 3, 4 on the bottom. Well, here's root 2, 3 on the top, so we can't go wrong there. Okay, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so root 2, 3 and 5, 6, 7 have been warped over, but 3, 4, 5 isn't.